Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anik. For those who don't know, I'm a homeschool mom with 3 children, and I've been homeschooling for probably 10 years now. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about a misconception that I've heard many times. So get your coffee ready and we're gonna get started. The famous question that I've heard so many times is, can a single parent homeschool? So I've heard this question many times throughout the years. I can't homeschool because I'm a single parent. I work, so I can't homeschool. I have to provide for my family. All of these things are true. Everybody's got to work to provide for their family, and there's nothing wrong with that. With that being said, everyone can homeschool. That's the answer. Everyone can homeschool. From single parent to parents. Homeschooling is a choice. It is a want. And that's the thing that people need to understand. It is a choice, a want, and a sacrifice. So when you decide to homeschool, it's because you've decided to put your child's education first on top of your career, you know. Now that doesn't mean you can't have a career and you can't work. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, when you decide to homeschool your children, you personally are gonna have to take a step back of what you might want it to do for your own career. You might not be able to do as much as you wanted to do. That's just the reality of it. Now, homeschooling is such a blessing. It's been such a blessing to me and my family, and I want everyone to know out there that anyone can homeschool if they are really decided. So if you are 100% sure that you've counted all the cost, you've crossed all the T's, you've put all your dots in place, and you're ready and you want to homeschool, and you're a single parent, well, this vlog is for you. So we're going to look at things to help single parent homeschool. So number 1, you have to decide which curriculum fits your family's needs. There's all kinds of curriculums out there. Okay, so let's name a few. The traditional, classical homeschooling curriculums like Abeka, Horizon. These are 2 examples of that your family can use. There's Unschool. That's unschooling. That's a new thing. Well, I don't know if it's a new thing, but that seems to be more popular now than it's been before. So if you decide to do the unschooling, you're good. Don't need no structure there. You're probably be okay to homeschool your children, to do some schooling with your children in that direction. Another one is unit study. We use Gather Around Homeschool. There's also The Good and the Beautiful that offers unit study. So there's all kinds of different style of homeschooling, and you just need to figure out which one works best for your family. Once you have that figured out, you can go to number 2. So the number 2 is what schedule works best for your family. If you are working and a single parent, and let's say you're working from 9 to 5, you're going to have a schedule to work around those hours to be able to homeschool your children. So you need to figure out which way works best for your family, whether it is you're going to have to do some evening classes with your children, or if they're old enough, you can assign assignment that they need to do when you check up on them when you get home. when I first started to homeschool, I was working. So I understand very well how hard it can be to homeschool your children and work at the same time. So what I would do is, my schedule was more in the morning. I would start very, very early, and I would get home around 2 or 3. And I would take a little, snacks and stuff, and I would do school till supper time with my children. So that's what I've done for the first years when I started homeschooling. I was working and homeschooling out all at the same time. And was it tiring at times? Yes, it was. But I didn't use the traditional workbooks because it needed more of my time. So when they were younger, I've said this in a prior video, I would learn more with my children through play, games, board games. Anything was a learning experience about game, read with my children. That was more along the lines of my teaching was. And did they have workbooks? Yes, they have. And maybe we did a page or two. Let's not forget too that school, public school and homeschooling is very different. So you do not need to spend the whole day to teach your children. Okay, so it's way shorter. So that helps right there when you're working and trying to homeschool at the same time. Another point that's very important, I have to say, number 3, is you need to be flexible. Flexibility in homeschooling is very important because anything can change at any time, whether it is for your children or yourself. Maybe you change job, maybe you change career. Just be flexible and stick to it. It's okay if one day you were not able to do school because you were too tired because you worked that day. You can always make it up the next day. And let's not forget, there's always that Saturday that people think that you can't do school. Yes, you can. You can do field trips. You can do learning experience, being there, being present. So that's another option as well. Also, another thing that's very important for parents out there is not to compare yourself to someone else or someone else's family that is homeschooling. Everybody is different. Everybody has different goals. What we all have in common is the love of our children, and we want them to have a good education. But all our families, our lifestyles are different, so don't compare yourself to another family. Just do your best. Work on what's available to you. It's very important. You can breathe. You can do this. Anyone can do this if they work hard for it. Another thing that's important to keep in mind is that now we have online help. You can have online classes for your children. That's an option out there. I use online for my oldest with his math, and I'm probably going to start to do more of that next year. Online is good. I think it's good that they have other teachers explaining things to them to see a different perspective than mine. So I think online is very good that way. So I will definitely look more into that, but there's definitely online. And if you have younger kids, ABC Mouse is great. They have really good learning games and stuff like that. It was really helpful for my daughter to help her with her vowel sound and stuff like that. That was very helpful. So there's always ABC Mouse. So these are all tools that can help you when you want to work towards a goal of homeschooling your children, even though you're a single parent and you're working. And the last point that I want to make is that you need a support system. Everybody does. Whether it is close friends, family, your church, other moms out there who are actually homeschooling. There's a whole bunch of homeschool moms who makes all kinds of wonderful videos out there on YouTube that can give you that encouragement and that they really understand what you're going through by homeschooling. You need some kind of support. I'm blessed that I have my husband who's by my side, and I have all kinds of wonderful people in my life who helps me through this. But I got to tell you, it's wonderful to hear from other moms out there who are experiencing the same thing I do. So I do love to listen to other moms and their experiences and what they go through, and how they go about learning and teachings. And also, there's also all kinds of groups on Facebook now for school. Homeschooling group. It's a growing movement, bigger than when I started, and it's great. It's nice that there is that support system for moms or dad, parents, single parent, if they need that. So this is all I wanted to talk to you guys about today. The misconception of single parent thinking that they can't homeschool. Well, they can. And working parents can also homeschool. It is absolutely doable, 100%. There's so many ways to go about this journey of homeschooling. And I think that the benefit of homeschooling your children when you're working so hard is even greater, because you've accomplished so much and you were there for your child and you see them grow and you see them learn. And it gives you that, that reason to stay on the course, right? I know that's what I keep saying myself anyway. So, because there's good and bad days. Just got to keep going. Just keep going. Don't give up. Breathe. Pray. Stay on the path, and you'll see how wonderful your children will be and how amazing they'll do in life. Just one day at a time. That's pretty much it. One day at a time. I know we hear that expression a lot, but it really is. You just go one day at a time. So that's it, you guys. That's all I wanted to touch on. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It will help my channel grow, and then that way you'll be able to see when I'm on again and follow along with my Thinking Souls family. And I'll talk to you guys very soon.